So let's go back to our discussion. Okay? So balik po tayo sa pinaka-problem po natin. So sabi po dito, R is equals to 1% per month. So kailangan po natin ito yung multiply sa 9 months. So 1% multiplied by 9 months is equal to 9%. Then P is equals to 9 months. So kailangan po natin i-divide 9 months na po natin, divide by 12. So balik po tayo sa pinaka solution po natin. So our solution, so we need to find the interest. I is equals to PRT. So principal is equals to 1,800. R po natin, hindi na po siya 1%.
80% to 90% natin gagamitin.
Urahin po natin ba?
So class again, we have manuscript on our pakahati yung 80% yung or 90% na eye contact natin. Kasi nga, itingin tayo sa notes, then itingin sa audience. Sa class, i-avoid natin maging head bobber na tinatawag. Because head bobber, ay yung
parang hindi kayo malito.
Sa notes. Halimbawa, word per word, name.
So R natin, sabi ko kanina, so the value of R is equals to 1% multiplied by 9 months. So ang tanong po natin dito, so 1% multiplied by 9 months is equal to 9%.
Public speaker, tayo po yung star. Tayo po yung star ng event. Okay, lahat po ng spotlight nasa inyo.
Or
kaya kailangan po yung or enjoy yung moment.
0.09. So nakuha na po natin yung value ng R po natin. Okay? So R is equals to 1%. Multiplied by 9 minus equals to 9 or 0.9. So next, alam niyo naman po natin yung value ng T po natin.
Then,
so lagay ko na lang po dito sa baba. So T is equal to 9 months divide 12. Dahil po sa isang taon, meron po tayong 12 months. Is equal to 0.75. 0.75 po ba? Double check po natin. So tama, 0.75. So nakuha na po natin yung value ng R po natin and T po natin. So we need to substitute the value of R and T.
Okay then, situation. Sample niya class, news reporting with
so 0.09
So class yung mga reporter natin,
multiply by 0.75. So unahin po muna natin yung naka-parenthesis. Then proceed po tayo sa kabila. So 0.09 multiply by 0.05 is equal to 0.0675. Okay po? And then multiply na po natin sa 1,800 pesos or sa principal po natin. So multiply by 1,800 pesos is equal to 121.5 pesos. Okay po? So dito, mali na rin po tayo dito.
Okay? So, nawawala. Pag from to class, siya po yung tinatawag
sa plus 121.5 pesos is equal to 1
certain speech or topic. Kung ba class biglaan ibibigay?
1,921.5 pesos. Okay po? So, sensya na po dahil manito yung given ko, ay yung solution ko kahit pinago ko na lang po.
Ibigay sa kanila ang
So proceed po tayo sa solution number 2 po natin. So clear ko po muna to. Ay, copy na lang po. So ganun din po dito.
So, pagkatapos yung time, you say, hindi na acceptable or hindi na accepted yung answer na lumagpas sa time.
So, palitan po natin yung mga mali.
Hindi mo alam kung ano yung darating na time. Hindi mo alam. Or wala ka talagang preparation. So, sabi dito, under speech, wala kang oras para sa aralin or mag-research sa topic na ibibigay mo.
So 1 plus R po natin kanina is equals to 0.09. Multiply sa P po natin is equals to 0.75. Is equal to 0.
Dapat straightforward, hindi pa nililigay.
0.675. Then plus 1 po natin is equals to 1.075.
So,
then we need to multiply to 1,800 po.
Sample natin is yung mga pattern.
So 1.065 multiplied by 1,800
so advantage
is equal to 1,000
for natural speaking. So natural speaking for
921.5. So parehas lang po sa nakuha po natin kanina. So ito pong 1,921.5. Ilalagay po natin dito siya sa maturity value po natin.
Then for focus.
So 1,921.5 minus 1,800, which is yung principal po natin, is equal to
Hindi na kailangan ng mahabang statement. Kailangan mo na tumbuhin
121.5 pesos. Okay po? So, copy lang po. Say, clear ko na po.
Then, disadvantages naman po, tendency to be disorganized. Dapat class, merong time pressure kasi.
Then we need to know the actual time and approximate time. So, pag sinabi po natin actual time, it counts the exact number of days in all of the months. Hence, a year is composed of 365 days. So, ibig sabihin, pag sinabi po natin actual time, ilang araw po meron sa isang buwan, yun po yung ilalagay po natin. For example, sa January, meron tayong 31. 31 po ang ilalagay po natin sa month ng January. Okay po? So, February, 28. 28 days lang po meron tayo sa February. Then, March po natin, may 31 po. Ibig sabihin, 31 days po yung ilalagay po natin. Pag-approximate time naman po, lahat po ng months is equal to 30 days. Okay? So, like an ordinary interest, it assumes that each of the 12 months in a year has 30 days. Okay? Ibig sabihin, sa approximate time, meron po tayo 360 days in a year. While sa actual time naman po natin, we have 365 days in a year. Okay? Bitin ko pa, pag sinabi po natin actual time, ilang araw po meron tayo sa isang buwan, yun po ang ilalagay po natin. Pero pag sa approximate time, ilalagay lang po natin kada buwan, kahit February po yan, kahit meron tayo 28 days, ilalagay pa rin po natin is 30. Okay? Kahit in January po natin, which is 31 days, ilalagay din po natin 30. So proceed po tayo. Sa actual time, April has 30 days. Minus 22 days. So the remaining days is equals to 8 days. So May is equals to 31 days, June is equals to 30 days, then July is equal to 31 days, then August is equals to 25 days. So total 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 25 is equals to 125 days. Okay?
So sa impromptu, para experience tayo.
So approximate time, so months po natin, which is
organize na natin mga sasagaw.
August 8.
Sample,
minus April 4 po natin. So 4 months times 30 days is equals to 120 days. Plus 3 days is equals to 123 days. So days is equal to 25 of August minus 22 of April is equals to 3 days. So note, as stated, actual time is longer than approximate time. Diba nakita po natin sa meaning po na approximate na actual time po natin having 365 days in a year. While approximate time naman po natin having 360 days in a year. So dapat po dito meron po siyang ginamit na problem. So ito po, problem po natin, we need to find the actual time and between approximate time in January 21 and June 6. So pag sinabi po natin actual time, ibig sabihin lalagay po natin kung ilang days meron sa isang buwan. Then sa approximate time naman po ilalagay po natin kada buwan is 30 days. So proceed po tayo. So sabi daw dito from between January 21 to June 6. So start po tayo ng January 21. So alamin po muna natin kung ilang days meron after January 21 hanggang June 6. So January 31 having 31 days. Sa actual time po ito ha. Pero pag ginamit po natin is approximate time, 30 days lang po ito. So mas madali po computing yung approximate time dahil ilalagay po natin sa lahat ng given days po natin sa months is equal to 30 days. While actual time po, kailangan po natin alamin kung may 31 po ba ito or walang 31. Tsaka po natin i-compute. So start po tayo, January 21. So January having 31 days minus 21. Dahil nag-start po tayo ng January 21. So the remaining days in January is equal to 10 days. So proceed po tayo sa next month po natin, which is February. So February having 28 days. Then March having 31 days. And April having 30 days. Then May having 31 days. At pero sabi daw po sa problem po natin, hanggang June 6 lang po. Okay? Kaya umistop po tayo sa June 6 or 6 days. Then we need to compute the total or the sum. So 10 plus 28 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 6 is equal to 136 days. Okay po? Ibig sabihin, the actual time between January 21 and June 6 is equal to 136 days. Okay? The next, hanapin naman po natin yung approximate time po natin. So para hindi po kayo mahirapan, ganito na natin yung gawin nyo. So meron po tayong January po natin is equals to 30. Di ba sabi po natin, pag approximate time, automatic lahat po ng months po natin is equal to 30 days. So 30 minus 21 is equal to 9 days. So ito magiging 9 days na lang po. Then ito po magiging 30 lahat. Okay? Then plus 6, which is June 6 po tayo next stop. Or pwede po natin gawin, ganito po. Bilangin po natin yung complete months. Months po natin, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 30 is equals to 1. So nandito na po yun. So 4 times 30 days is equals to 120 days. Then plus 15 days is equals to 135 days. So saan po natin galing yung 15 days po natin? So 15 days po natin, ang galing po yan sa So yung 120 days po natin, galing po yan sa January to June tayo, diba? January, February, March, April, May. So 4 months. 4 months po to, ha? Kaya natin nakuha yung 120 days. Then yung 15 days naman po, nakuha po natin siya sa January and June 6. So January po natin, nag-start po tayo 21. 21 minus 30 is equals to 9 days. Plus, June po natin, which is 6 po tayo ng stop. So 9 plus 6 is equals to 15 days. Okay po? So 120 plus 15 days is equals to 135 days. So ganun lang po natin kadalihan natin yung approximate time then actual time. Pero mas madaling kumpitin yung approximate time dahil po kada months po natin is equal to 30 days.
Or the last line na ating speech, is yung formula natin.
So formula of compound interest po natin, so F is equals to P multiplied by 1 plus I raised to N. Or F is equals to P multiplied by the quantity 1 plus R over M and the power of MP. So F po natin is the maturity value, P is equal to principal or present value. So I is equals to periodic rate. Then R is equals to annual interest rate or nominal rate po natin. Then T is equals to term or years po natin. Then N is equals to total number of conversion period MT. So M is equals to frequency of conversion in 1 year time interval between the points when the interest is added to the principal. So what is the importance of compound interest in the future value? Or F po natin, which is compound as, so compound period is equal to annual po natin. Pag sinabi po natin annual, kung pinakita po kayong word na annual so pinaka-word problem po natin is equal to 1 year. Semi-annual naman po, 2. Then quarterly is equals to 4. Then monthly is equals to 12. Okay? So annually is equals to 1 year, then semi-annually. So 6 divide 12 is equals 12 rather 12 divide 6 is equals to 2. Then 12 divide 4 is equals to 12 divide 12 divide quarterly 10. So pag quarterly po is equals to 4. So 12 divide 3 is equals to 4. Then 12 divide 1 is equals to 12. Proceed po tayo. So we need to find the compound amount on deposit at the end of 2 years. If 20,000 pesos is deposit at 4% compounded. So annually po yung hanapin po natin, then semi-annually. So we need to write down the given. So P is equals to 20,000 pesos, then R is equals to 4% or 0.04. Then T is equals to 2 years. Then T is equals to 1 to 2. So we need to find the maturity value. So our formula, F is equals to P multiplied by 1 plus R over M raised to MT. So we need to substitute the given 20,000 pesos multiplied by the quantity 1 plus 4% po natin or 0.04 divide 1 raised to 1 times
declination. So, dapat
2. So, unahin po muna natin na 1 times 2. So, 1 times 2 is equals to 2. So, kunin ko muna po yung calculator ko doon para mabilis po tayo. Mahirap po kasi mag-calculator sa cellphone. So, para may clear po tayo mahirapan, pwede po tayo gumamit ng scientific calculator. So, 1 plus 4% po natin or 0.04. Divide 1 raised to 1 times 2 is equals to 2. Okay po? So, is equals to 1.0816. Okay? So, yun, para hindi po kayo mahirapan, himay-himayin po natin. So, unahin po muna natin itong 1 times 2 is equals to 2. Then 0.04 is equals to pwede natin na ang kulay para hindi kayo so 1 times 2 is equals to 2. Then 4% is equals to 0.04. Then 0.04 divide 1 is equal to 0.04 pa rin, di ba? 0.04.
But here, you have time to prepare.
Then we need to add plus 1. Kasi may plus 1 po tayo dito. Raise to 2 natin. Kasi 2 na yung nasa taas, di ba? So 1 plus 0.04 is equals to 1.04 raised to 2 po natin.
Dito pwede may notes or outline.
Raised to 2 is equal to 1.0816. So parehas lang po sa nakuha po natin dito. So we need to multiply 1.0816 to 20,000 pesos is equal to 21,632 pesos. Okay po? So copy. Nag-clear ko na po. Okay na?
Advantage niyo po.
So clear ko na po. So we need to solve for B. So M is equals to P multiplied by the quantity 1 plus R over M raised to MT. So we need to substitute the given. So 20,000 pesos multiplied by the quantity 1 plus 4% po natin is equal to 0.04 divide 2. So bakit po siya naging 2 na po? So sabi po dito kanina, dalawa po yung hinahanap po natin. Una, annually, then semi-annually. So sa letter A po, ito po yung computation ng letter A po natin. So solving for letter A. Kaya po yung M po natin is equal to 1. Okay? Then T po natin, given na po siya, is equal to 2 years. Ito po. So next na po, we need to solve for T. So ibig sabihin, doon na po tayo sa semi-annually po natin. Ito po. So letter D we need to find in semi-annually. compounded in semi-annually. So 4% is equal to 0.04 divided to 0.04 divide 2 is equals to 1 over 50 plus 1 is equals to 50 is equal to 1.02 raised to 2 times 2 po natin is equals to 4 raised to 4. So ito na po yung lalabas. Kailangan po yung sagot po natin dito, hindi po natin siya i-round off. Okay po? Tsaka lang po tayo mag-round off pag natapos na po natin pagdating yung lahat po. So para makita nyo po ulit, may po muna natin ulit. So 2 times 2 is equals to 4. Then 4% is equals to 0.04. So unahin po muna natin yung naka-parenthesis. So 0.04 divided 2 is equals to 0.02. So magiging 1 plus 0.02 raised to 4 po natin. So 1 plus 0.02 is equals to 1.02.
We don't have time to prepare and write.
Then raised to 4. So raised to 4 po natin is equal to ito na po yung siya sa nasa baba po. Is equals to 1.08243216. So ulitin ko po, kailangan po natin ilagay lahat. Saka po tayo mag-round o pag nakapita po natin. So plus raised to 4. Then multiply by 20,000 pesos. So sagot po natin is equals to 21,648.6432. Okay po? So kailangan po natin hanapin yung 2 decimal places na lang po. Or we need to round off into 2 decimal places. Kaya nilagay ko na lang po dito is 0.64. Okay po? So proceed na po tayo.
Memorize. We have enough time to prepare for everything, including your debt and
so application of compound interest on mortgages and amortization. So terms to remember. So down payment is the first payment that one makes when one buys something with an agreement to pay the rest later. This is deducted from the principal before computing for the amortization. So mortgage, mortgage po natin as a loan in which real property is used to secure the bill. So equity is the difference between the expected selling price and the balance owned on property. So amortization is the process for paying a loan through equal payment at specified rate for a specific length of time. So A is equals to F over MP. So ito po yung formula po natin. Ito po yung the value of amortization po natin. So F po natin, nasabi na po kanina doon. Then M multiplied by P. So P natin Ito yung year. Yung po natin dito, yung annually, semi-annually. So ito po yung F natin dito. Ito po yung maturity value po natin. So for example, we have Chris borrows 50,000 pesos and promises to pay the principal and interest at 12% compounded monthly. So how much must he repay after 6 years? And how much is his monthly amortization? So bago po tayo mag-proceed dyan, kailangan po alamin po muna natin yung tinatawag po natin promissory note. Okay? So pag sinabi po natin promissory note, promissory note, sometimes referred to as a note payable. Wait lang po pala. So copy ko na lang, palagay po natin dun sa pinaka-topic po natin para hindi po kayo malito. Kailangan po natin mapag-aral kung ano po yung tinatawag po nating promissory note. So kasi po dito, kung hindi po kayo nakapagbayad, kailangan nyo pong gumawa ng kasulatan, which is promissory note, para magbayad po kayo sa pinaka-dito na naitakda po. Dahil wala po dito nakalagay ng promissory note. Okay?
Or madami yung crowd na nakikinig sa atin. Siyempre, ano po yung madami pong mga advantages and disadvantages. So, all the side effects are dependent sides. Siyempre, pag...
So, promissory note is a financial instrument that contains a written promise by one party, the note issuer or maker, to pay another party, the note's payee. A definite sum of money, either demand or at a specific future date. Saan siya na? Ang dikit ng letter. So ito ba example ng promissory note po natin. Clear po muna natin ito.
Then, disadvantages, this can be challenging and intimidating. So, ano po yung challenge and intimidation So, tips, no? Ask the organizers about the estimated number of the audience to indicate that or that's the one that I provide as speaker. Dapat tanungin si organizer. Ilan po ba yung expected?
So sa promissory note po natin, ito po yung place of residence. So date, I, maker, name, name po natin, or yung gumawa po ng letter po, agree and promise to pay name, or order the sum of, ito po yung hinarap niyo po pera, euros po na kasi nakalagay po dito, for value received with interest at the annual rate of ilang percent, payable on or after date po kung kailan po kayo dapat magbayad. Then yung signature niyo po kung hawak ng letter. Okay? So balik po tayo sa pinaka-lesson po natin. Hindi naman po ata kasama to sa exam. So, Chris borrows 50,000 pesos and promised to pay the principal and interest at 12% compounded monthly. So, how much must he repay after 6 years? How much is his monthly amortization? So, first, we need to write down the given. So, P is equals to 50,000 pesos, then R is equals to 12% or 0.12. Then T is equals to 6 years. Then T po natin na isa is equals to 12 months. Dahil sabi po dito, monthly, compounded monthly. So pag monthly po is equals to 12. So we need to find the maturity value and amortization. So we need to proceed to our formula. M is equals to P multiplied by the quantity 1 plus R over M raised to MT. So we need to substitute the given 50,000 pesos multiplied by the quantity 1 plus 12% or 0.12 divide 12 raised to 6 times 12. So unahin po muna natin yung nasa taas. 6 times 12 is equal to 72.
Okay yan, mga tips. Kailangan
72. Then 12% po natin is equal to 0.12. So 0.12 divide 12 is equal to 0.01. Okay? So magiging 1 plus 0.01 raised to 72 po natin. So unahin po muna natin ito naka-parenthesis. So 1 plus 0.01 is equals to 1.01 raised to 72 is equal to 1.01 raised to 72 is equal to 2.0470 99312. Ulitin ko po, kailangan po natin ilagay muna lahat bago tayo round up into 2 decimal places. So we need to multiply it to 50,000 pesos. So 2.04709931 multiply by 50,000 pesos is equal to 102,354.
Last one,
Ito po. 0.9656. So we need to round out into 2 decimal places dahil po 5 and up po yung kasunod ng 6 po natin. We need to add 1 po. So magiging 97 na po siya. Okay? So copy. Then i-clear ko na po.
Or like covered cord,
Okay na?
Advantage naman, you will be exposed to different trends which will add to your problems.
So amortization po natin, A is equals to F over MT. So A is equals to 102,354.97 divide 6 multiply by 12 is equal to 72 po natin. So 102,354.97 divide 72 is equal to 1,421 point ano to? 0.59. Okay po? 59.6. Ilalagay ko na lang po dito para makita niyo. So 1,421.59.6806. So we need to round up into 2 decimal places. So dahil 5 pataas po yung kasunod po ng 9 po natin, magiging 16 po siya. Okay? Plus 1. So 59 plus 1 is equals to 16. So our final answer is equals to 1,421.60 per month. Okay? So copy, then i-clear ko na po. So that's all. That's our lesson for today. God bless, keep and keep safe.
Hindi ko sila yung